Meowdy, and welcome to the City of Electric Sheep. It me, the sheep. Yesterday, we finished up on... as I thud. Yesterday, we finished up with the Hufflepuff portion. How's that for alliteration? Hufflepuff portion. Plenty of perfect plosives. So we finished up with the Hufflepuff portion of the Hogwarts Crest. And today, we get to start in on the Ravenclaw bit. Let's go. So, without further ado, let's jump on in. So we're starting out with this top left panel. Get to put in some columns. That's helpful. These Technic pieces, which I'm doing this way so that I can line up the middle. And whoop, almost nailed it. All right. So from here, we get to jump into this. I like to start out with the red bits of the H. So I think I'm going to do that. This is the last red bit. The last one. We do not really have that many red pieces total. Like, this is the last of them. This is the last of the red pieces. For the entire 4 sets combined. And how tall is this one? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Looks to be 10 tall. 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it should be, what, 2, 4, 6 up from the top. So 2, 4, 6. Nailed it. And that is the last of the red pieces. We have this many left over. Can put that away and forget about it forever. I think I'm actually gonna go from there to do the maroon. Not a ton of these either. Yet never coming off of the wall. Yeah, once this goes on the wall, it's gonna be a permanent fixture. It will, you know, come down every once in a while to get like dusted and stuff, but like this thing is going to be, for all intents and purposes, a permanent fixture. And this amount of the kind of maroon, the dark red, it's not really maroon. This is the last of these dark reds as well. So we won't even have to worry about what color to call it, because I mean, like, this is it for this color. I've already actually put away all of the green because we only use the green for the Slytherin segment to continue with our alliteration. And that was it. I opened up 2 bags of the blue. Don't know that I'm actually gonna need both of them. What if I want to put them in film order instead of chronological order? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Oh my. Yeah, whenever I got that, I was like, I mean, I could do that. Like, but that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'm crossing multiple multimedia streams. Yeah, it's all good. So, I've got a Star Wars soundtracks Spotify playlist. That's pretty popular. And someone gave me some constructive criticism and told me to do it. They were nice about it. Like I don't need to flame them. Like they were really nice about it, but at the same time it was like, no, that's not what the way that I want to do it. I want to do it this way, and you know, the way that it is and has been for years. So that's the context for what Elma was talking about. They were nice about it though. And then I was like, oh, and I encourage you to make a playlist like that so that you can make that one. Mine may not be like that, but yours can be. All right, so we've outlined the bottom right portion of the H. Yeah, why double the work? Well, and like, I understand, you know, them wanting a playlist like that. I do. But that's not mine. Okay, so we've got 3 different colors, then the 2 blue. So that should be how many of the black borders we need. There we go. And now we get to, you know what they say, always be outlining. Yo, Psycho! Thank you so much for that host. And welcome to the city of electric sheep. Good to see you, Psycho. Always be outlining. Always be outlining. If you learn anything from this stream, I hope that it is A-B-O. Always. No exceptions. Always be outlining. Oh. Oh, that's glorious. Elmo has a full Lord of the Rings score playlist. 9 hours long. Holy moly. Yeah, my Star Wars one, I actually would need to check how long it is. I know it has like 400 something like tracks in it, but I'm not sure exactly how long it is offhand. Yeah, exactly. On to the H in the center. So we finished. This is the bottom right of the H. And then we outlined it. And now we're outlining the outline of the crest of the kind of H little shield in the middle of the crest. And that's all of the dark silver for this panel. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to outline some more of the silver. So that was the dark silver. Now is just the regular silver. So let's continue outlining. Never not outlining. Always got to be outlining. If you ever stop outlining, you've done something wrong. Are we going to finish with the gold or the blue? I think I'll probably finish this one with the gold. Just to kind of fill it in there. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. Oh. Because the gold will be outlining the H. And you know what they say? We do have to always be outlining. Not gonna drop that meme. It's a thing now. Okay. And, oh, almost done outlining this bit. Almost. And tiny bit more to outline. And that's this border up here. And we're done with the silver. For this panel, at least. There will be more. We've only got a few of these. Yo, what's up, Perk? Exactly. Yeah, you're just always outlining. Even filling things in is outlining from a certain point of view. All just depends on how you frame it. There we go. That's it for the gray on this panel. Now, let's outline the shield of the H with the blue. Always outlining. Oh. Okay, Obi-Wan. That is exactly what I was going for. I mean, obviously. I guess. from a certain point of view is kind of a direct reference. Duh. Saying that's what I was going for. It's just superfluous. Oh, and the frame itself is outlining. That's next level. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking about that, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to stream putting the frame part together. Because I think I'm going to have to click everything together and then lay it down. And that's going to be bigger than this entire table. Like, is deep. But B, the table extends to there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to film that part. Still got a little bit of time to determine that. But that may be a different stream than whenever I just finished the last one. And maybe a different one is setting that up. So I think that's going to require just a straight up different setup. We shall see. All right. Got our blue outline. And now time to outline with gold. Requisite gold, Jerry. Gold. Come on. There we go. Fill it on in. Outline it on out. Gilding the age. Exactly. Exactly. Insert give him gold member here. Yo, Scott Johnny, what's going on, buddy? Gold. It's been so long since I've seen that film. Like I was literally a kid. Like, I think it was basically as soon as it came out on, like, home video. Saw it at a friend's house. Yo, and Meowdy's still owner. Johnny hated those movies. Yet saw all of them. Yeah, my parents wouldn't let me watch them, which of course meant that I saw them at a friend's house because... You know, the taboo of it is what made them kind of desirable to watch. But I don't really remember much about them. Yeah, so of course you had to watch them. Especially because they were tabooed. Rules is rules. Exactly. There we go. Keep on outlining this H. Yeah, I don't really remember most of those movies. Not gonna lie. Part of me is thinking maybe I should like rewatch them, but at the same time, I highly doubt that they aged well. highly doubt that they aged well. Exactly. So the recent thread that we're doing is we're always outlining. Something is always being outlined. So ABO, always be outlining. Right now we are outlining the H. Always, always, always be outlining. All right. That portion of the outline complete. Now time to outline over here. Yeah, buddy. Almost there. Almost there. Oh. The panels with the H's on them, no lies. I think to me those are some of the most like visually appealing portions. Especially with the blue here. It's got the blue and the red and the gold, and the silver. It's got a lot going on. So far, at least, I think this is my favorite panel. I just hope the other panels didn't hear that and get their feelings hurt. Let's get a system going on. We grab a stud while we're placing a stud. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Aww. One down. Oh, and I usually separate these at the very beginning. But I did not this time. Oh well. And go ahead and put on the Technic pieces. These are how they connect to one another. I do this without the zoom in box, because the easiest way to do it is to use this part on the inside as a guide. So the part on the inside has a little line right there. Can use as a guide for the center. And that brings us to... Oh, we've got the eagle's head. Where do we want to start on this one? I think I'm going to start with an outline. You know me. Oh, how am I going to handle Lego pieces of different sizes? I don't know. At this point, I honestly don't even know. These are the only sized pieces that I've had to worry about for so long now. It's gonna be a whole new world. Pardon the poor karaoke. I am really excited for Attack on the Burrow, though. Very much so. I have wanted that set since I saw the announcement of that set. And whenever the sets very first went on sale, well, I didn't know that they were, going on sale immediately. So whenever I looked at it, it was sold out. Oh, couldn't get one. Oh well, I'll wait until they come back in stock. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and finally, on the official Lego store, they came back in stock, which is why and how and when I picked it up. Well, I was able to back order it first, right? Like I couldn't just immediately pick it up. Like I had to back order it. I actually had to back order these as well. And so the whole reason why I back ordered it instead of like getting it, you know, secondhand on Amazon or Bricklink or anything like that, was it was going for like $50 over MSRP on like all of these places. And I'm like, no, like I can wait. Don't get me wrong. If that was the only like way that I could get it, then I would have. But like it was a brand new set. Like should be able to get it for MSRP. So yeah, waited, and that paid off. Yeah, is having Lego pieces of different sizes even legal? In the words of Emperor Palpatine, I will make it legal. Or should we have called him Darth Sidious for that one in particular? Yeah, probably Darth Sidious for that, huh? And Elmo just refuses to believe that different sized Legos even exist. And I think they're onto something. Ooh, and we've got some of the dark silver on this one too. Excellent. Excellent. I'm a big fan of that dark silver color. All right. Outlining. Outline intensifies. So let's see. How can we logic whenever we get to the black studs for the what should be an eagle, but is a raven? How that is outlining. I wonder. Maybe it's outlining the silver parts? I don't know. That's a stretch. We have to follow some sort of consistent logic. Like internally consistent logic at least, right? Perk is the Senate. Exactly. To thunderous applause. Let's see. That one's kind of there-ish. That one's kind of there-ish. Interesting. So I believe that this is the head. So I guess it could be the wing. Not completely sure, truthfully. I think it's the head, though. No, I think you're right. I think it's the wing. It's like the top part of the wing. Yeah, you're right. Yo, Stalloner, I'm good. How about yourself, buddy? Yeah, you're 100% correct though. This is the wing. This is not the head whatsoever. Not even a little bit. So that to that to that. That's good. So we'll skip one up here. Throw these in. Bound to have a good time. Aw, that's such a good outlook. I love it. Big fan. Yeah, that top right bit of the wing. Exactly, Perk. Nailed it. Unfortunately, I did not whenever I was like, it's the head, originally. It's very much not the head. It's so zoomed in, it's a little hard to tell. Like, just kind of identifying straight off. Okay, so there's 2 in between there. So this should be here. There will be 3, and then there. Nailed it. Nailed it. Goes 2 more out to there. Ooh, that one actually goes in 1. Missed that originally. And there. Okay. I think we pretty much got all of the silver. Solid. Oh, I missed 1 black stud here. Oh no, it's not that I missed it. It said I had grabbed only one earlier. I think I'm gonna do blue next. Yeah, let's actually just grab a few of them. Grab a few blue. Is it done yet? Not quite. This is the... Almost, though. That face was at the almost. So this is the second panel of the Ravenclaw portion. So that means that we've still got, what, 7 more panels to complete. Okay, let's see. How tall is this? 2, 4, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and just outline this because, you know, always be outlining. Always be outlining. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Nailed it. Yep, more Legos. Yeah, so I've got Attack on the Burrow to do after this one. And then, let's see. I've got some old Harry Potter sets. So maybe one evening, like making sure that I've got all the pieces so that I can put some of those together. But Attack on the Burrow is very next. Well, actually, very, very next, I've got a sheep brickheads. That's very, very next. Then Attack on the Burrow, and then I have a Monster Book of Monsters. So those are all next on the agenda. By the time I get through those, maybe there will be some more Harry Potter sets that have come out. They're supposed to, so they haven't yet announced what the summer wave is. That'll probably come out in May. But I'm not sure. Okay. So I think from here I'm going to do some of the dark silver. Don't have a whole lot of these left, so I hope that we actually have enough. I mean, we should. This is the last bag of it. And by hope that we have enough, I mean just in general, not like for today's step. Today's step I don't think is really in question, in jeopardy. should not be in jeopardy. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Doc. Dr. Scorpion. Very glad, buddy. Makes me happy. This outline kind of shadow. I think this is pretty much a shadow more than anything else. But, you know, everything is an outline, so. This shadow of the wing, I think, is what we've got going on here. And it kind of goes in and in. And now it's just a little chunkier in. And two more. And oh, so we've got only two wide there. That's going up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Cool. Nailed it. And now, lastly, we get to put the wing. The Ravenclaw eagle wing. I'm going to call this an eagle the entire time. I know this one's based off of the movies, so it's a raven instead of an eagle, but should be an eagle. Very much should be an eagle. And this is why I typically start out with the black studs. Because, you know, it kind of looks like it's filling in a little bit more than anything else, but it's not really... It doesn't pop as much as, you know, any other color on black would. With the black stud on the black background, yeah. Doesn't really pop nearly as much. Regardless of when we do this one, that's always going to kind of be the case though, isn't it? Yo, thank you very much for the follow, and welcome to the city of electric sheep. And we're filling it on in, or outlining. That's what we're doing. I found a way to justify how this is outlining. Hear me out, hear me out. So it's outlining the canvas that was already in there before. Yeah, that's as good as I got. That's even more of a stretch of whatever justification I had for how it was an outline before. But always be outlining. And got that bit. Let's see. Yeah, get in here. And we've almost got the entirety of our wing. We still need that whole outer bit. But that outer bit looks and feels an awful lot like a swoosh. You know how we feel about swooshes in this here Electric Sheep City. Big fan. Big fan of the swoosh. Yeah, buddy. Okay, and straight up wing. Always be outlining. Gonna need to get some more black studs. Didn't get quite as many as I needed for this one. I knew that was gonna be the case. But I thought I would be a little bit closer than that. That's way off. Yeah, and I like to do these at a diagonal so that whenever I'm filling it in, instead of just doing, like, okay, here's a line, here's a line, the diagonal just makes it feel a little bit more fun. Don't know why. Just does. It's essentially the same thing. But feels a little bit more fun, especially since this is kind of going at a swoosh. It makes it a little bit more consistent than like half-hearted line, half-hearted line. No. Diagonal. Goes with it the entire time. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. Oh. Screwed it up with that one. Oh no. Yo, Meowdy Noodle. Good to see you, friend. And welcome to the city of electric sheep. How you doing, Noodles? Let's go. And 2 more. That finishes off that panel. And so, I think it connects on this side, right? Nope. This side. Oh. So we've got 1 more for the day. Yeah, it is icy here in Texas. Not quite as bad here yet, but it's gonna get there. Okay, so like normal, we're starting off with the Technic pieces that connect everything. I do this before getting our zoom in because I use that center bit as my guiding light. Oh, there we go. I've got this piece here that it's just like a little bit of a legend, kind of like a key. I don't really need it so much anymore, but whenever I was starting out on this, it's like, oh, that's really handy so that I know which corresponds to which. Like 1 is the very top. 12 is the very bottom. Just a handy little key. At this point, I've been looking at these things long enough that, like, I don't really need it so much. But whenever I was starting on it, I needed it quite a bit more. Yeah, silver versus dark silver. That one in particular, that one was really needed. Silver versus dark silver and silver versus gray. Those were 2 of the big ones. actually, like the dark silver and the black are a little bit easier to confuse, just kind of looking at it visually, than kind of like dark silver and silver. You can still confuse it pretty easily, but not as easily as the dark silver and the black. Those are the easiest to confuse. Very much so. All right. So we've got 3 little, basically like fringes of the wing. So there, and there. And then we've got the border of the crest. And it looks like everything is just one up, one over, one up, one over, one up, one over. Doesn't look like there are any 2 ups or 2 overs, which is nice. I like it when it's consistent. That consistency is really nice. Up and over. And it should end at 1 stud to the right of the very top left. One up, one over. You know how I've been saying that I like the diagonal? Well, that is pretty much what this is. I guess I could have done diagonal and then another diagonal on top of that. At this point, it's a little late. I mean, I could do it from here, but this one just feels much more like a 1 up, 1 over than it does a double diagonal. I don't know why. It just kind of does. 1 over. 1 up. 1 over. Up. 1 over. And oh my gosh, here it is. The outstanding on my divination OWL. That was the last black one that I grabbed. That was perfect. Okay. From here, I think I'm actually going to do the blue since we've kind of got these right here. Got that diagonal, and then it just goes diagonal all the way down. And ends here. So this one should only be 3 wide, and it is, which means that we nailed it. We take those. We definitely take those. Oh, there we go. Fill them on in. Outline it on out. Oh, drop that one. Gone forever. By forever, I mean until after stream whenever I'm picking up. So basically forever. Tomato, tomato. And that's the blue for this one. So then we've got silver outline, 1, count it 1 dark silver piece. Where did they go? Well, here they are. 1 solitary dark silver. Right there. So let's grab some of the silvers and outline. This one is just straight up diagonal. So I'll start with that one because you know how I feel about diagonals. Big fan. It looks like the outline here is gonna be more one up, one over than it is straight up diagonal. So let's see. One up, one over, all the way down. Cool. Which means that I can actually, you know how early I was like, I could basically just do that 2 diagonals? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do this time. It's just a thicker diagonal, so it's double diagonal. So we've got that one, and then just one more row right on top of it. Grab a few more of these silvers, because we also get to do some of the paisley bits after we put this border in. So we've got this border here. Of course, the silver outlines the paisley bits in that bit over here. Oh, flipped upside down. There we go. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. And now we get to for that many. May be enough, it may not. We shall see. So that gets to be 3 wide, as long as it can be. Solid. Dropped that. So we kind of got the ends over there. And now, that's right, more diagonals. Come on, there we go. Keep on going diagonal. Almost there. That's 1 row of diagonals down. 2 more to go. And get that diagonal border on. And 1 more. I definitely grabbed too many of these grays. My clairvoyance is not going to be on full display for this one, alas. I say that, it's diminishing pretty quick in my hand. It's going to be a lot closer than I thought. It's not going to be spot on, but it's going to be a lot closer than I initially anticipated. Meowdy, Brian! Woke up early and I have poggers. Good morning, Brian, and welcome to the city of electric sheep. And we had 7 left over. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely didn't just completely nail it, but not bad. Okay, so for the paisley bits, yeah, that's relatively new. I'd been talking about it, I was like, I wanted to just like make a bow here. I hadn't done it, and I hadn't done it, and I hadn't done it, and I was finally like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. Thank you for redeeming that Dane Hazelbark death sound. That is the sound that Dame Hazelbark makes when she dies. It's always sad whenever Dame Hazelbark dies. She's the most magnificent of trees. Here we go. And 2 more tall. Right? Ends up there. 2 from the top. And 3 from the side. Nailed it. Nailed it. And, okay, so this is a 3 diagonal. By 2 diagonal. And then we've got just a line. Yeah, unfortunately we can't, 1 diagonal. And 1 diagonal, there we go. I justified those 1 single, that line, as diagonals. We got there. And now we get to outline the paisley bits. So that goes there. The, the black border here is most of, like, that's what is bordering the kind of like outer edges, right? And becomes the paisley bits. The silver does not border it all the way on this side, though at first it kind of looks like it over here. Kind of looks like it over here for a little bit. Because it does go all the way there, but not always. Oh, I will have to click on that. Actually, Brian, will you DM that to me in Discord? Because otherwise I will probably forget that it was there for the to check after stream. But I actually haven't really been on YouTube much today, so I may not have seen whatever that is yet. I'm excited. Very excited to see what's trending. What's the next, the latest, the greatest thing? You know, on top of my friend Brian. Brian's got an awesome, speaking of latest and greatest, and Brian in the same sentence. Brian has a wild tournament coming up this weekend. I will be doing some of the casting. I'm not sure exactly which of the times that I'll be casting, but I'll be casting for at least a little bit of it. It looks like probably like a few hours, question mark. So that's going to be a blast. I'm so excited for that. Not going to lie. Like, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to stay up for the whole thing, so I was like, oh, I can't really register. You know, not that I think that I would necessarily get altogether far. I'm a decent player, but, you know, so is everybody else. So I was really glad whenever I got to a chance to cast in it instead. So thank you very much for including me, Brian. Let's go. And now we are working on our gold little paisley bits. Yeah, sheep love. Brian 03 hype. Like, I see the emote, but every time I see it, I think Brian 03 hype. So this bit is the golden, a little paisley bit, I like to end with the point of the swoosh, which is why we're doing it like this. So we're basically filling in that swoosh. Swoosh it on up. Build as many diagonals as we possibly can. Get our diagonal on. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Do you like the smooth dance moves? Almost there. Almost there. And we're going to end with the point of that swoosh, which means we're going to end right there. One, two, and three. So how far are we? Oh, so this is the first row of the Ravenclaw portion. But the Ravenclaw portion is the final quadrant. So we are actually getting pretty close. So now this will connect right, if I can line it up correctly, into there. And that is the top of the final quadrant. Oh, so we've got our, it looks like the head of the eagle. I know it's a raven in this one, but looks like the head of the raven will be right there. We've got our, kind of like the right bit of the wing right there. We'll be doing a lot more. Looks like a decent amount of the raven next time. Speaking of next time, I look forward to seeing you next time while we continue our Lego at lunch. Yo, I did not know that a lot more Lego streamers were kind of kicking it up a notch. That makes me happy. So, unfortunately, that is the end of my lunch break. Next time, we will do our second row. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the final row and then to put it all together. Oh, like I said, I think that I'm going to do the frame bit separately, because I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to put that together. So thank you very much for joining me for my lunch break. And until next time, you stay electric, Sheep City.